Hello there, welcome to my bench, Hugh here. And on this tutorial I'm going to tie you a fly that I come up with. I call the larva lace soft hackle, and it can imitate a caddis pupa, and also I think it could also imitate mayfly merger and so on. A good little soft hackle pattern, so I figured I'd give this guy a tie for you this time. So get this one out of the vise, I'll get a new hook in and get started for you. And the hook we're using is a 3906B size 10. So we'll get him locked in the vise here, just like so. And for thread I'm using UTC 70 denier in black. So first thing, we'll start our thread right behind the eye like usual here. We'll get it started. And we're going to wrap back to the bend of the hook, touching wraps here. Okay. And we'll snip off that tag end. Okay. Now our body material is brown larva lace. It's just a little tube-like material, stretchy stuff. And I'm tying this guy in with brown. And to tie this in, you want to cut it off on an angle that I already trimmed it to a point. So that makes it easier to tie in. It gives you a tie-in point there. So we'll tie him in here. We'll catch it underneath the hook here. Okay, it's a little tricky sometimes to catch that little end, but once you get a hold of them there, you're good to go. Okay, now just stretch that back and wrap it back a little ways, just like so. And then we're going to come ahead, wrap that down nice and snug, and we want to cover that up good. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to wrap that thread forward here. Just going to wrap it up to right about there, so we want to stop. Okay, next we're just going to wrap our larva lace, so we'll take that and start to wrap. And we'll stretch that a little bit at our first couple of wraps here. And one wrap right in front of the next. Gives you that segmented effect there. That's what we're after. And we'll go one more wrap on this guy. Okay, I'm going to come up underneath him, around one more time, like so, then wrap back. Important to lock this down really good because it can slip out. It's quite a slippery material. So I'm making several locking wraps to lock it down. Okay, now we'll stretch that and give it a little trim, like so, and then I'm going to wrap back on it with some more good securing wraps. Don't worry about how many wraps you have here, because this is going to be all covered up here. There we go. So, oops, there's our body. Okay, so all there's next is our thorax, and I'm just using some light tan UV ice dub for the thorax. So I'm going to dub some of that on my thread here. Get that started on. Just to build a nice little round thorax. Just like so, that should be fine. Okay, then we want to come back on that. And just build a nice little thorax there. There we go. And we'll come up one more wrap. Just like so. Okay, that's fine. Now, I got a few wraps there, and I'm going to just throw in a half hitch real quick. There we go. Okay, next we're going to do attach our hackle for the front. And that is simply a pheasant body feather, rooster pheasant body feather, the multicolored pheasant feather. And I have that prepared, the tip ready to tie in. So we're going to tie that in right behind the eye by the tip here, just like so. Fold that back and wrap back on them a couple wraps, and we'll come in ever so easy here and snip that out, just like so. Okay, there we go. Come back a couple more wraps, then forward again. So we're left to do is wrap our pheasant body feather here. So next thing, I'll grab my plunger style hackle pliers here, and we'll grab that stem. And you're not going to get you don't need very many wraps on these guys, just one or two wraps is plenty. And we'll come around and we're going to tie that stem off here. Couple wraps behind it, just like so. Going to release my pliers. Going to put my fingers together, pinch everything back. And we're going to build a little thread head here and lock that stem down at the same time. Just like so. Reach in and give a hold of that, give it a little pull, that will snap right off for you. Well, most of the time it's being stubborn, so I'll just trim them off. There we go. Okay, so next we're just going to take our hackles, sweep them back, and build a nice little small head on this guy. Just like so here. There we go. Now all it's left to do now is come in with the whip finisher and do a 4 to 5 turn whip finish. So I'll bring a whip finisher in here. I'll do up a whip finish here. There we go. And I'll snug that down good. Come in, snip off our excess. And there we have it. Another larva lace soft tackle. You know what I like to do is take my, before I call it done here, take the dubbing brush and just tease out a little of that dubbing underneath. Just to make it a little more buggy looking here. Just like so. Just tease it out just a little. There we go. Just like so, then pull the longer ones out. There we go. That's fine. So that's all there is to it. Just got a couple more there I want to pull out. A couple stray guys. Okay. There we go. There's another size 10 larva lace soft tackle. And I'm going to take my head spin here and just put a coat of head spin on those thread wraps. Just like so there, let that soak in good. Okay. And I'm going to bring this other feather up through here just to make sure there's no cement in the eye there. There we go. I just see a few more fibers there I want to pull out. That looks pretty good. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see more in the future. If you subscribe, I always appreciate that a lot. And if you have any comments or questions or patterns you'd like to see tied, I'd really appreciate that, and I'd really give them a try for you. So anyway, until next time, happy tying, everyone. I'll see you again soon, and so long for now, folks.